Hello, Will Thunder Talks here with another video, coming at you live from the United Kingdom, or not live at all because this is pre-recorded, but hi, I'm Will, here today to talk about things in my brain box. So the question for today, the topic for the day is, how do you ask for things? So it's probably a me problem. Other people might not struggle with this, but for me, I get lost in this frenzy of giving, is the way I put it, where I give what I think other people want. That's not necessarily what they want, though. That's a different thing, right? So if you keep giving and you keep giving, I don't know if you relate to this, but it's something I certainly do, and I keep giving, and then I'll end up empty and resentful for people not reciprocating, even though like they didn't ask for what I'm giving, right? It's a bit of an oxymoron. It's part of the giving is about me and kind of what I want, right? It's not like I'm this selfless, amazing person because I give all the time. It's there are expectations, I think, subconsciously in the giving, and I think that's something behind this question of how do you ask for things, because part of me is kind of like, ooh, do I ask for things or not ask for things because I'm trying to morally seem superior to others? Which I think historically was certainly the case, a little bit. But also I think because I feel like those needs are probably not going to get met, so I'll probably get a better interaction and better time if I just give more, because that seems to be a comfortable lane for me right now. Like, I even feel this with my own counsellor, ironically, that I'm seeing right now. I feel like I should give, and I feel like this is something I should talk to my counsellor about, because it's not feeding me. It's not a good thing. It's making me think, man, why am I even here? I should just like leave. But damn it, I should model the behaviors I hope clients would embody with me. If they're like, this ain't right, they should be like, this ain't right, bro, and then we can talk about it. If I don't know, we can't talk about it. And if he doesn't know, we can't talk about it, right? So, how do you ask for things? I'm working on it, because I guess I certainly felt this yesterday. I literally going to give you a little story. I was at job number 3, the support work job I do, and I was doing a sleep-in at a client's house after doing 9 to 5. I did 9 to 5. I came back. I went for a meeting for college. 5:30, ate dinner, went to job number 3, support work job. For 8 o'clock, was up with the client till like 10 o'clock, and he was somewhat dysregulated, you might say. And then I went to bed and passed out. So, with that in mind, I'm doing a lot, and I think I'm giving a lot because, like, I'm really close to the end of my training now to become a counsellor myself, and oh man, it's been a process. I was asked to go and give a talk about my learning experience and my expertise, and the video game addiction stuff I do at a local college, which is really cool. I'm going to go do that, but again, I guess it's a little more giving, it's a little more doing, it's a little more going. And I'm doing and going a lot. I feel good physically in like my physical health, but I feel like my mental health's taking a little bit of a dip, if I'm shooting straight. Probably because I've gotten to a frenzy where I'm doing so many things. And for me, I feel good when I'm not doing this many things all at once, which I think most people would probably understand. I'm constantly working. Right now, I'm recording this prior to going to another job. I've had a morning where I could do a little bit of self-care, going to the gym and like planning out videos and research and stuff. But ultimately, we're all going. So how do you ask for things? I think it's really important to touch base with yourself. I think that's part of what I did. The client woke me up at 4 a.m. today, and it took me a while to go back to sleep because he's not a quiet chap. So I lay in bed at 4 a.m. listening out to see if there was any problems with him. Because if there were, I'd have to get up and go and attend to him. But he seemed to settle back down after a while. But while I had time to kind of lie there and have an ear thinking of listening in on him and an ear to think, ooh, if I pick up my phone now, which I think a lot of us do subconsciously, I will not be going back to sleep, and then I will not get enough sleep. So I'm going to lie here and I'm going to listen out for him, and then I'm going to, just think about what the heck I'm doing. Where am I at? What am I thinking about? And what needs are being met and not met. And in that, the conclusion I came to is I'm not really asking for my own needs to be met right now. I feel like a lot of people are asking a lot of me. And maybe that's just because I'm reaching a point in my life and my health's improving where maybe people are looking at me and going Will, you look like you're doing stuff and you're doing it and you have energy and your health is improving. Awesome. Come contribute to this, come contribute to that, come do this, come do that. And in a way, that's great that people feel like I could contribute something valuable. And I do want to give and help, but to the detriment of myself has been hard. The past few weeks I've been working 6-day weeks, 12-hour days, pretty much 6 days a week, and it's a lot, right? Thankfully, it's high hours, moderate intensity is probably the way I would put it. So for me, it's okay in the immediate term, but not sustainable long term, right? So I think when I'm qualified, I won't have to pay as much for constant counselling and supervision, which will be a nice adjustment in my outgoings. But I guess asking for things, we went out the other day, me and my wife went out for a quick little tiny walk after the meeting and before I went to work in my local town, and there's something I've been talking about a lot that I want to do. I want to go to Japan. If you know me at all, I'm a massive weeb. I love Japan. So I saw a really cool deal in the window for about £1,000 per person, 10 nights in Tokyo, Osaka, and Kyoto. And I was like, hell yeah. But then I look at all the financial commitments I have, all the things I need to do, all the things that cost money. And, I feel like I'm coming from a really privileged place because, I have enough money to actually go on holiday sometimes. But, I can't afford to go to Japan, man. I can't. I'm going to a bunch of places this year. I've already been to Barcelona. So I can ask for things sometimes, but I only can afford that because I really had anything about losing weight, guys, especially when using a GLP-1, is you can just eat less, and it's not hard. I don't know if you guys know this, and when you eat less, you spend a lot less money on food, and all that food money has been going to either the GLPs or trips, I guess, clearing off debt, building up a little bit of savings. So those are things I guess I'm doing for myself. But I think if I were to ask for things, I think the things I would ask for is space and patience and just give me just leave me alone for a bit. Leave me alone would be really nice, actually. If people just left me alone for a while, I would really like that, actually. If people just left me alone, they were like, Will, whole week, do what you want. I'd be like, sick, I'm going to the beach, I'm going to hang out at the beach. The coming weekend I'm very excited for because there will be a bank holiday in the United Kingdom, which means I will not be working Monday, and I won't be working this bank holiday for once, which is nice. And I won't be working this Sunday, so I get 3 days off in a row. Look at us go, 3 days off in a row. So I'm very much looking forward to having 3 days off in a row. I haven't had that in about a month or so. So I'm going to enjoy that while I can. I've had my sprint of 6-day weeks, and now I'm going to rest. But I guess to finish up the question, how do you ask for things? You've got to ask where you're at before you know what you're asking for things. What you're even asking for, why you're even asking for it. What are you about? What am I about? What's going on? right? And I'm like, well, these are my values. This is why I'm sacrificing for it. Maybe I'm pushing a little too hard in the immediate term. Maybe I need to just take a breather, slow down, not pick up so many shifts, etc., etc. But it's okay. I'm going to survive. I'm going to get through this. You're going to get through whatever you're going through. We got this. Take care. Good luck. You've been wonderful. I've been Will, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.